All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter, for those of you that don't know me. Now you do. This is the 2025 Sunset Trail 331BH. I think you guys are going to really like this bunk model travel trailer if you have a family like mine. We have 4 kids at home. This has 4 bunks. It's got a big outdoor kitchen for outside entertaining, but also has a half bath with outside inside access connected to the bunk room. So there is a lot of good stuff going on with this. I hope you guys dig the tour. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. And if you don't, maybe drop a comment and let me know why so I can get a little bit better for you. But again, it's the 2025 Sunset Trail 331BH, and we are going to start on the inside and then spend a couple moments here on the outside. But today I am down at the Dutchman and Crossroads manufacturers where they lined up a whole bunch of different campers for me to record. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff, you know, coming out. Recording 18 units in 2 days, so your boy is being busy. But that's how you like it. You know, when you make RV videos for a living, that's what you got to do. But again, it's the 2025 Sunset Trail 331BH. You got the Camp Easy package, baby. The power tongue jack, power awning, and power stabilizing jacks. That way you can get cracking those apple juices just a little bit sooner. And then you also have your extreme weather package. So basically, in non kind of dorky language, that's going to be a bigger furnace, more heat, better insulation, you know, things like that. But right when you walk, actually here, let's do this. This is the Sunset Trail features list. If you want to pause on that real quick and just kind of read over, we will go, you know, from there. But the first thing that I notice is when you walk in is I love the new strip lights that these RVs are using, but it just looks so much cooler with the barrel lighting. I mean, look at that, the barrel roofing, I mean. So the barrel roofing, if you're not familiar with it, if I hold my camera up right there, you notice how it's got like a little bit of an arch to it? It's to create a little bit of head height for you so it's not as flat in here. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, and you're probably looking at darn near 80 inches up to the top, so it feels great. And then for the slides for a travel trailer, you get some really good head height there too, probably like around 5'10". So when you're getting in to sit down in your oversized dinette, which is killer, by the way, drop down to make a bed with storage underneath here as well. Sorry, this is actually a pull-out. Oh, I like that. Little plastic bin too. So a little bit rougher, beat me up for the kids. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so you drop that down for an extra sleeper spot, but you're also going to get big windows. I got the Dracula shades down. These are actually going to be cloth too, which is feels different. It's nicer. I kind of like it. But you're going to have windows that open up for a good breeze, you know, all the way across. And you have a nice functional kitchen that's not dedicating too much to the kitchen. So on a rainy day, between the kids' room and out here, you could stand to be in this camper, you know, if you have like one of your days kind of get ruined by the elements. So right here is going to be your theater seating. So you can sit down, kind of snuggle up with honey buns, enjoy a movie, which the TV is going to be right there on a good angle for both the theater seating and the dinette if you're having dinner. It's also going to be a 40-incher with a built-in sound bar. And the quality of sound that comes out of that is actually a lot better than you would ever really imagine. You have the 2 cup holders, a place for a remote, maybe a book. My wife loves to read. I'm about to finish Red Rising, which if you guys have not read that, man, fantastic book. You got to be into that kind of stuff though, but make sure you check that out. Very, very good. Highly recommend it. A little bit of storage. That fireplace, 30-inch Furrion, so that's going to heat up about 500 square feet of RV, which this thing is not 500 square feet, so it'll roast you, you know, out of this. You're going to have the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have your stainless steel undermounted bowl with your high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Plus, I mean, look at all the storage that you're going to get here. You know, you have underneath, you have pull-out. Under the sink, you're going to get pretty clean-cut storage and access to your plumbing. I like, come on, camera, get over there. I also like how it's got shelves there, and then kind of more of the same as you go on over here. 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator, so that's going to be important because if you're buying this, you know, obviously either 1, you're turning that into an office, or 2, you got a bunch of kids like we do, and you're going to need a little bit of a bigger refrigerator, which is nice. Long weekend, no problem. Freezer section for all the ice creams and, you know, frozen pizzas, you know, all that good stuff. Little microwave. Probably like to see a little bit of a bigger microwave, but, you know, heck, still a camper, that's for sure. I like the backdrop too. I think that looks good. More solid surface countertops. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings with enough room to cook up, you know, a DiGiorno. And then 3 pull-out drawers with the bottom 2 being about twice the depth there. But what do you guys think so far? I actually kind of really like this too. Little chicken wire there around the lighting fan structure. Mesmerizing. Got the old steam sucker 3000 right there to help circulate some of the air as you're coming out. And then a 15K AC, so that's going to be nice because it also has the dump valve on either side. So if you're not going to be using the bedroom, you know, close up the dump valves, disproportionately push the cool air into this room, you know, when you're kind of in movie mode. Now, this bunk room is a home run, in my opinion, because typically when you have an outdoor kitchen, you only get 3 bunks. They seem to forget about one because of that space that it takes up. 300-pound weight capacity, really nice and comfortable. You know, it's about maybe like 3 inches thick or so. You also got bada bing, bada boom. And then you have this one too as well. Let's see, what is that? Wow, storage up underneath. So I like to see that. That's a big bonus. Window opens up here. You got the black glass insert, just kind of adding to everything for a little bit of storage. And then you have an emergency exit, pull, push, and plop, or with a good view. You also have curtains and the Dracula shade to keep some nosy eyes out. But then right here you have, man, it's kind of like a 5 bunk because you have like another little topper down there, jackknife sofa, and then a drop down bunk right here that'll come down and rest up on those nubblies. So a lot of good space for the kids. You also have a little area where if you need to like plug in, you know, any of your devices, you can do that. Maybe even put like a TV or something. They're also going to be using the blade, which if you're not familiar with that, basically what they're saying is it disperses the air like as opposed to straight down. So it more evenly distributes the air and allows it to flow out a little bit easier. You also have the 4G LTE prep for the Winegard. So if you want to get like the gateway system, you know, you're more than able to do that. And this is what I was talking about for the inside-outside access for the half bath. So if you want to, you know, have the kids kind of run in and run out, they're getting all dirty out there on the cement floor, and then boom, they come on in here, take a little leak, walk out, wash their hands, maybe pull off a little flex over in the mirror. You can do that. Or since it's porcelain, if you're a bigger guy like myself, maybe you want to sit down and play a little friendly neighbor. You know, hey John, how are you? That's right, taking a dump. You know, you can do stuff like that. Place for all your TP and your towels. And then you flip it around. Let me go show you the main bathroom and the main bedroom. Actually, turn off the light. Before we get there, fuse box, control for the AC. Nice little like closet area with some cubbies. And then you have all your controls. So your 3 slide out controls, awning, your tank heaters. So if you're not familiar with that, that's going to be nice for, you know, camping again, a little bit earlier, a little bit later. It's 12 volt pads that go onto your tanks and prevent the camper from freezing up on you. Now here in the bathroom, I know people do not like the corner radius shower, myself included. However, if you are going to get it, you want it to be this one, because this is the one where somebody that's my size, 6 foot, 300 pounds, can fit in here, you know, with room to spare. So I'm not having a dance party in here, but I am taking a normal functional shower, you know, no problemo. And then the height, if you're one of the taller people out there, you got about 6'6", you know, so you'll be all right. You got another mirror, another bowling gun, tankless on-demand hot water heaters located right there. So that's going to be your controls for it. Basically, as long as you have propane, you have instant hot water. Fantastic for kids, especially for people that take long showers, because you won't run out, you know, as long as your propane's good. You also saw access to your plumbing there. Another porcelain foot flush throne with enough room on either side. And you get some good storage back behind it as well, with a big old hanging closet side, and then a place, you know, maybe for some like jeans and hoodies, you know, this time of year. Heading into the bedroom, notice you got plenty of storage up, around, and behind the bed. Plus, underneath, you have some good storage as well. Windows on both sides. Overhead storage is looking just like that. And then you got hanging room on left and right. And then if you can see right here, plenty of room for like CPAPs or laptops, cell phones, you know, water bottles, whatever it is that you want to do there. But all right, guys, I'm going to head around the outside, kind of show you what she's about. But drop a comment, you know, let me know what you think. I think this is a pretty darn good camper for somebody, again, like myself, when you got a bunch of kids running around, you need a bunch of kids sleeping space, but you also need a lot of good, bathroom space. But it's the 2025 Sunset Trail 331 BH, and I will drop a comment, or I'm sorry, I will put down in the description all the specifications, including a link where you can access some pricing, or at least get on the horn with them and, figure out what a price is, if they don't have one in stock. So here up in the front, 3/4 molded fiberglass front cap with a little rock guard down here at the bottom to help up, with some of the chipping. You also see that you have solar on the side, plug in right there, so you can get a little bit of extra solar. There's going to be 100 watts up on the roof. Battery disconnect, 2 propane bottles, and then your power tongue jack with a light there as well. Now you're going to get the plastic handle for the slam latch door. Like to see it. It's also got the magnet connections right there too as well. You got inverter prep, and then, look at that. Solar charge controller shows off that aluminum frame construction. That's going to be the disconnect, I believe, for your solar. But just looking sharp. You can pack right a whole bunch of stuff around there. Power stabilizer, so extend and retract. You also notice how it is closed and heated for the underbelly. And remember, those 12-volt tank heaters will actually go on there again, so you can get camping a little bit earlier or a little bit later into the seasoning. Seasoning, I must be hungry. Right here, you have an extra large grab handle. And then notice both entrances have the solid entry steps, which is a big time plus. And now here is the outdoor kitchen. It's a fantastic one. You have a little griddle that you can pull out right there, just making life easier for you. Get a little cooking, or if you want to bring like your Blackstone. You got a sink that is actually plumbed in, and then you're going to have a refrigerator where you can pack rat probably a 45 pack, 60 rack of apple juice, no problemo. It's even got one of those easy access, drinker carriers right there. So that is going to be pretty darn handy. Flip it around here on the back, you're going to have a spare tire with a bumper and a spray port, but you're also going to get the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So if you're not familiar with that, basically it runs you about 300 bucks on their website, but you hook it on in there so you can get on top of your fully walkable roof, check your seals, check your slides. You're also going to see that you have the backup camera prepped. I recommend the Furrion S Vision. You can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers, but it also has a one-way radio, just making you two, screaming back and forth at each other, just a little bit easier, at least for one of you. You have the 50 amp cord right there. Notice all the slide toppers. Love to see it. Slide toppers are very important. The most underrated purchase that you can possibly buy, in my opinion, is a slide topper. Well, obviously, and a surge protector. But, man, they come in handy, because if you're ever going to get a leak, it usually comes from the slide, and you just don't know that there's like pine needles or, like a tree branch sitting on there. And then when you reel it in, it crunches into your seal. Just makes for a bad day, Right here is going to be your sewer outlet connection. Back end of that on-demand tankless hot water heater, cable and satellite. And then you also have the back end here of your pass-through storage with your city water connection, and then your black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank. And then, of course, your potable water. So right here are the old Stataroonies. Coming in at a dry weight, 82.2, with an overall GVWR of 97.3. Pretty cool. Let me hop on over this. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Hit that like and subscribe button. I got a whole bunch of good videos out there for you to help you when you're, shopping around. But again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Sunset Trail 331BH. Have a great day. See you.